Hey there, this is Elizabeth O'Brien from GrammarRevolution.com, where we help you learn grammar the easy way with sentence diagrams. And today we are just going to be diagramming a couple of William Wordsworth quotes. So here are the quotes. The first one is, "Rest and be thankful." And the second one is actually two sentences, so that's going to be two different diagrams. And that quote is, "A cheerful life is what the Muses love. A soaring spirit is their prime delight." Now, for most of the rest of this video, I'm just going to be showing you step by step how I would diagram both of these sentences. If you just want to skip to the answer, you can go ahead and fast forward, skip to the end of this video so you can see the answers for how those two are diagrammed. I also want to point out that this video isn't meant to teach you every single thing about sentence diagramming. So we teach you how to diagram everything in our courses, and I'm not going to be doing that here, but you can get a sense of how you would diagram sentences by watching how I'm going to do this. Okay, so if you're new to this, don't get too overwhelmed. Just remember you're looking at lines and words, and how those lines and words are shaped on the sentence diagram show how the words are related to each other. But just take in whatever you can. All right, here we go. Let's diagram our first sentence, which is, "Rest and be thankful." Okay, the first thing we need to do is decide what the subject is. And let's look at the sentence. Rest and be thankful. Subjects tell us whom or what the sentence is about, and this sentence doesn't have a subject. Well, it actually does have a subject, but it's just not written in the sentence. The sentence is a command, also known as an imperative sentence, and the subjects in imperative sentences are implied. They have the subject of you. So it's as though the sentence is saying, you, rest and be thankful. And we write the word you in parentheses because it's not stated in the sentence. It's just implied. This is called you understood. So you is our subject. Subject goes on the left side of the diagram, and then the predicate part of the sentence goes on the right side. So in every sentence diagram that you'll ever see, you will notice this horizontal line and this vertical line. So everything to the left of it is the subject, and everything to the right of it is the predicate, or the verb. And our sentence, rest and be thankful, actually has two verbs. Rest is a verb, and be is a verb. They're connected by this word here, which is a coordinating conjunction. So that tells me I need to structure my diagram in such a way that I can have two verbs coming off of the word you. So I'm going to branch this line into two, and we'll put rest, first verb, at the top here, and then be is our next verb, like this. So now we know that there are two verbs, you, rest, and be. And the coordinating conjunction, since it's joining those two words, is going to go on a dotted line connecting the two words. There we go. Okay, now we have one word left. We have to figure out what this word is doing. Thankful. Well, it's coming off of the verb be. It's coming after the verb be. And the verb be here is called an intransitive linking verb. It's linking the subject with another word. And it's linking the subject with the word thankful. So we put it on another horizontal line coming after be with a little slanted line here. So there is the sentence diagram for rest and be thankful. Now this next quote is going to be a little bit more difficult. So it's actually made of two sentences. It's, "The cheerful life is what the Muses love. A soaring spirit is their prime delight." Okay, two sentences. So first, we're just going to focus on the first sentence here. A cheerful life is what the Muses love. First step, let's find our subject. The subject here is life. Life. And now let's find the verb or the predicate. That's going to be is. Life is. So here again, we have the subject part on the left side, the predicate or the verb part on the right side. Okay, life is. Now we need to diagram all these other words. Well, A is telling us more about life, so that's going to go under life. Cheerful is also telling us more about life, so we'll put it under life. Those two are adjectives modifying our subject, and that's how we diagram them. Both of them are on the left side because they're part of the subject. Okay, life is, now we're left with what the Muses love. Now this is kind of a funny thing, and if you haven't studied diagramming much yet, this is going to look pretty complicated here. So all of these words together are functioning as one part of speech. They're functioning as a noun, and they are acting as the predicate noun, so that's coming after the linking verb, and it's a dependent noun clause acting as the predicate noun. The subject is Muses. It's written in with sort of a funny word order, but there's our subject, Muses. Here's our verb, love. What is the direct object of the verb, love? And the is telling us more about Muses, so it goes right here. Okay, now I have to scooch this guy over a little bit. There we go. And I use this little tree to connect the noun clause here to the rest of the sentence. Okay, so there we go. There's a diagram of this sentence. A cheerful life is what the Muses love. Okay, that's our first sentence from this quote. Let's move that over here so we have some room to work with for our next sentence. A soaring spirit is their prime delight. Okay, so step one, what's the subject? Spirit. Get that on here. And look at this. Is our verb again. We have a lot of is verbs. Those are intransitive linking verbs here. Here's our subject. Here's the predicate. The spirit is delight. Delight is a predicate noun going back to rename the subject, spirit. Now we have all of these other words to diagram. A is telling us more about spirit. Put it there. Soaring is also telling us more about spirit, but it's not just a regular old adjective like this one on a slanted line. This is made from a verb. So it's made from a verb and it's acting as an adjective. That's called a participle. And we diagram that on a slanted, curved line. Okay, I'm going to scooch this over a little bit. There we go. And there and prime are both adjectives. They're telling us more about delight. Okay, there you have it. 2 sentence diagrams for that quote. A cheerful life is what the Muses love, and a soaring spirit is their prime delight. I hope you liked diagramming those 2 sentences along with me. If you'd like to learn more about teaching and learning grammar the easy way with sentence diagrams, just check out our website, which is grammarrevolution.com. See you later.